out on the Holy Grail, as I keep calling this, uh, Nirvana, Shangri-La, and the importance of thinking about this, of having the proper mindset. One of the rules of happiness is understand that you're happy, realize and be aware of your happiness, because that will increase your happiness, obviously. And one example that came to mind, and we were talking about it at the sauna downtown at the Radisson, is an research, a test they made at Harvard. Well, not exactly, I mean, someone from Harvard was doing this test, which cannot be done within, because they don't have hotels there in the hospitality industry, I guess, not to my knowledge. So it was something like this. This researcher realized that in the hotel business, there's so many maids that are overweight, horizontally challenged, and it seemed, if not preposterous, strange, to say the least. These women are 8 hours, for 8 hours a day, in a continuous movement. In fact, trying to understand the phenomena, they got serious. This is Harvard we're talking about, and realized that their activity is the equivalent of something like, we have to check the exact figures, but still it's impressive and mind-boggling to some extent. 3 hours, something like 3 hours of cardio every day, which is amazing, but it doesn't explain. In fact, it's contradictory, it's paradoxical, because with 3 hours of cardio a day, one shouldn't be overweight. So what's the explanation? They thought of something and tried to explain it, tried to test it. So they had a group of people they wanted to test, and the test group, so to say. With the test group, they do nothing. They just study to see what happens when they don't have an intervention. They don't apply to them the effects and what they have in mind. So with a group they wanted to influence, with them, they had some discussions, some talks, in which they explained what movement means, how they burn calories, not to a scientific degree, not to make it too complicated, but just explanatory. And the amazing thing happened. Indeed, those women, mostly women, I mean, almost all women, maids, after they were told that their activity is important, is burning calories and makes people thin, they became thin. So for me, it's one of those extraordinary cases which show what the mind can do. That is, up to then, up to the moment of the explanation, they didn't realize, they didn't understand the importance of their movement and what the effect should be. And once they made the connection, the mind with the body, they started losing weight considerably. And I'm trying to extend this to happiness. Once, this is also part of the point of this exercise. I'm just saying here, and I will check this out later, that the Holy Grail is here, and we have it. We should be happy here. The macaw is there too, and to refer to another, there's so many experiments, to another one which comes to mind now. It's the one tested in schools in California initially, if I'm not mistaken, wherein they went to some schools and said, look, we have this, we can test the IQ of people, and there's something new we have, and we'll test the children, and we'll tell you which ones will have a dramatic change, and they will have in a few months will come back and they will have much higher IQ. They will have an extraordinary progress. And they tested, and they said Hannah, Luke, and John will be the ones, and perhaps another one, will be the ones who will jump. Don't do anything, no extra work or more hours or more time spent with them, nothing. And indeed, they came back, and these people had the listed names, boys and girls, had an extraordinary evolution and progress. The amazing thing is that they didn't have such a test. They measured IQ normally. They took students from the average to see what happens. And what happened was, in fact, the Pygmalion effect. You can check it on the net. It's the story, the legend of that Greek sculptor who became in love with his own work, with Galatea, and asked the gods to give it life, the statue. And so it was just the teachers believing in the students, and then that's checked for the reverse. Students believing in their teacher make him perform better, managers in their workers, and so on. And the same thing will be with happiness, obviously.